Hi everybody, DJ Trains here. Welcome back to a new video. Pretty special one today, as we're going to be looking at some more Thomas & Friends 80th anniversary merchandise. Specifically, the classic Motorized 3-packs of Percy, Thomas, and Nia. Now, rather interesting story with these three guys. I was actually not going to purchase any of the Motorized stuff, as distribution in Canada, which is where I'm from, of course, for the 80th anniversary merchandise has been utterly terrible. And I thought to myself, you know what, I'm already going to be having to spend a decent amount of money on, outsourcing from eBay and other places, other 80th anniversary merch, specifically die-cast, because that's what I predominantly collect. So I had no intention of actually looking into getting these guys, but I was in Walmart yesterday, prior to filming this, and I found them. I found Nia, Thomas, and Percy in a shelf that was otherwise pretty picked clean when it came to motorized merchandise. Lot of all engines go shelf floaters, actually. But these guys, they were there, and I thought this is too good of an opportunity to pass up. I have had the collecting bug pretty bad since Christmas, so I thought, you know what, I better snatch these guys. So what we're going to do is unbox them, and then I'll probably show you guys how they run on my Superstation set. So let's start with, of course, number one, Thomas. Just putting the other guys on the ground here. So let's just get them open here. These guys, I have no desire to keep them in the box. Unlike some of the other 80th anniversary merchandise I have ordered, which I actually came out pretty easily, which I fully intend to take out of the box, or sorry, I fully intend to leave in the box. So that video will come, fairly soon. Man, these are gonna be Alrighty. So my poor layout has had so much stuff. Oh, and stuff's going flying. Whoops. Okay. Okay, I already like this Thomas quite a bit. Oh, yeah. I'm not too sure what this is meant to be, this, weathering. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be, paintwear or dirt or salt or something, but wow, that face is great. Already some chipping on the running board. That's unfortunate. But a painted running board at all on Thomas merch is great. There's even detailing on the troublesome trucks. That's crazy. Wow. Yeah, very impressed with this. Also, rather interestingly, these bits of freight, let me just get this garbage out of here. These bits of freight seem to be able to interact with other bits of freight from other lines, like the All Engines Go stuff, so that's interesting. Let's get rid of that. But yeah, really like this Thomas. I love this Thomas. This is really good. The trucks look great. I'm so glad they're back to regular wheels instead of the spiky ones. Just the faces, wow. I don't know. This is definitely a bit of a nostalgia thing for me. But yeah, I definitely like this quite a bit. No name under him, interestingly enough. I'm not a huge fan of this great big red switch. But you know what, that's more of a nitpick. But yeah, this Thomas looks super good. So we'll put the freight back in here. I'm going to turn around and set Thomas behind me, and I'm throwing freight everywhere in the background. That's funny. Okay, so next we will open up Percy. Now, Percy, I was actually pretty excited about for a couple reasons. Actually, and those two reasons being this brake van and the mail car. I think they both look really good. So we're gonna open him up. Probably should do it on camera. These boxes open up super nicely too, compared to other lines I've noticed. So get him opened up. Hope everybody had a good Christmas and New Year's. I certainly did. I also wanted to, while I'm getting this open, extend a huge thank you to everyone who watched my Layout Tour 6. A lot of good support from that, so thank you. Alrighty. Oh, shoot. Okay, clearly not coupled up in the box. Okay. So, that is a very nice Percy with, again, painted running board. Oh yeah, this is a nice feeling model too. Just to see this in the big 2026 is insane, I feel. So that's really cool. Yeah, I love the detailing on this. And again, I don't know what this like decal here is for, but whatever. I think it looks, quite good. It's Percy. His mail car looks so good. Not as much detail on it as the Troublesome Trucks, but even just like it's got like a little bit of weight to it as well. I like it. It doesn't feel cheap compared to like other, Trackmaster rolling stock. And of course the brake van. Very looking forward to this. I don't know. I like brake vans. I think they're very cool. So we have this here. Let's couple them all together. We got a nice train here. Yeah, definitely going to be doing a run test on my Superstation, I think. Very cool. Like that a lot. So yeah, that is Percy. He looks super duper cool. So now on to last but not least, we're going to be opening up Nia, who I was in the store and I grabbed Thomas and Percy, and I wasn't going to grab Nia actually, but I thought, it's the last one on the shelf, and it's probably the only 80th merchandise I'm going to see in stores for a bit, so, what the hell. Get her out. Again, super big fan of this packaging style. Right, and Nia's also not coupled, so whoops, bump the camera. So we're not going to make the same mistake that we did with Percy. One. Oh, that's actually bolted in. That's nice, actually. Alrighty. Now, I'm going to be completely honest. Never been the biggest fan of Nia in the show. She's always felt, to me, to be a bit of a bland character. But you know what? And design-wise, I've never been a huge fan of her. She's never really stood out. And in terms of merchandise, it's always been kind of hit or miss, but I like this design of Nia. I gotta admit, I really like this. This, it's got a really nice, mold to her. Actually, she's quite similar to Thomas in terms of her proportions. But yeah, I think she looks really good. The paint's done nice. She doesn't have any of that wear and tear that Percy and Thomas seem to have built in, so that's kind of interesting. The faces on all three, I should say as well, are quite good too, so quite happy with that. Let's see, we got the elephant car again. Oh, maybe it does remove, but it can stick down, which is nice. I think more toy lines should have implemented that personally, but that's just me. Yeah, so elephant car. Oh, and his head swivels too. That's interesting. Yes, we got the elephant. That's neat. I feel like a lot of people will now start attempting Henry and the Elephant remakes with this. This would be a neat thing for that. And of course, another brake van, about the same as the other one. Actually, no, is this one the same? This one has more bright orange wheels. The other one had brown wheels, but still very cool. So we'll couple them together, and I'll put all three engines on the thing so you guys can see on the table. So you guys can see them all kind of next to each other. Okay, yeah, so definitely a fan of these three here. And yeah, I think it's high time we get some batteries and do a test on the Superstation. So we'll jump over to that in just a sec. Okay, so originally I was going to just put the batteries in off camera and then jump over to, oh, that's tight. You gotta push that in? That's weird. Huh. I was just going to put the batteries in and then jump straight over to the Superstation. But I realized, A, I was having fun talking on camera, and B, I thought it would be nice to kind of, as I put the batteries in, just talk about, different, oh, he's ready to go. Talk about different stuff going on with the fandom right now and with Thomas News. So first of all, of course, we've had several bits of news in regard to, several bits of news in regard to the 2026 show, at least in the form of what the merchandise is going to look like. Diecast is seemingly getting a revival and going back to magnets, which is kind of insane to think about if you really think about it. For numerous reasons. Diecast hasn't had magnets since all the way back in oh geez, when was it? 2016, 2017, somewhere there, whenever Adventures came out. So I want to say like late 2016, early 2017. So that's pretty insane. Oh, that's a neat little thing there. A lot of like different molds and stuff. That's cool. Yeah, it's been a while. So to see diecast merchandise coming out with magnets is pretty cool. I'm not a huge fan of the character faces, nor am I the biggest fan of the proportions. But then again, it's still like just leaks. Oh, he's running. Still just leaks, so we don't actually know what's going to happen so far. If any new characters from the new iteration of the show get produced, I'll probably buy them. But it also depends, too, because, like, if the show is anything like All Engines Go, I'm not going to bother with it. I think a lot of Thomas fans kind of did the same. I personally have just kind of stopped. Like, I stopped collecting new stuff for the most part once All Engines Go had come out. So it remains to be seen, and we can't speculate too much just yet. But I thought, now is a good time as any, now that those images have dropped and the New Year's been out, to kind of talk about that. But yeah, what a Christmas and New Year's for Thomas fans. That's pretty neat. All right, so I think we're ready to head over to the Superstation. All right, folks, so now we are at the Superstation. I'm just going to adjust the camera a bit here. A little more crowded than usual, but we do have everybody here, so let's set out Thomas for a run. I'm probably going to have the video fade out with the engines running, so big thanks to all you guys for watching. Hope you enjoy. I can definitely say that if you're interested in collecting 80th anniversary merchandise, you should definitely get your hands on some of these guys here. I think they're really good. Personally, I'm keeping my eye out for Gordon. I really want Gordon, and if I can, a Flying Scotsman would be absolutely sweet. But only time will tell. Once again, I have reviews in the works for the diecast stuff once it comes in the mail. But until then, I will see you guys in the next video.